On July 26, 1973, a little-known but hard-working blues rock band from Houston, Texas, released their third album on the London Records label. The album became a turning point in the career of the now legendary ZZ Top. Tres Hombres, with its iconic gatefold photo of an over-the-top Mexican food spread, is the perfect metaphor for the ballsy blend of musical flavors that ZZ Top had whipped up to excite your ears and get your butt moving. This classic album's fearless and dynamic sound still reverberates over 50 years later, and that fearlessness and raw punch-in-the-gut approach has been chosen by Analogue Productions to receive a double 45 UHQR treatment. It's a truly timeless rock album in every sense that's deserving to be elevated to the highest vinyl standards.
It's a childhood favorite album. It's a classic, blues rock album. When ZZ Top, Tres Hombres came out, I was probably 13, 14, 15 years old, something like that. Riding around in the country and in the city of Lafayette, Louisiana, smoking joints, laughing, partying. On Friday night, we'd be listening to it and listening to it loud. It's just a good partying record, where we jammed. And I think it's perfect for a UHQR. When we do UHQRs, we're trying to do the music to be at the highest, be a classic record, that has good sound. We want everything to check off all the boxes. And, we got to make sure these things are awesome, right? If we can't beat the original or the other reissues, why do it? But the original was good, and the reissues were good. But we're very pleased with what Matt Lutthans has been able to do with this title.
It's an album that I heard a lot as a kid because I had two older brothers, 6 and 7 years older than me, and they were very much into ZZ Top, so it was one that I knew pretty well going in, had some idea of what I wanted to get out of it.
So when we listened to the master, I was very impressed on how good it sounded. On LaGrange, we didn't even have to, we just cut it flat. It didn't need any master.
We were fortunate the tapes are in perfect shape. There's not a dropout or any problem, a bad splice, nothing at all on those tapes. They're really top tapes. They're the original from 1972, I think. Tonally, they're fantastic. Nice, big, full bass sound. Drums sound clear and clean. They don't sound bright. It's just a very natural drum sound. Pretty hard-hitting rock drum sound. Very good.
It's just amazing to be listening to the master tape and then realizing that cutting it at 45 RPM, you had an advantage right there. You're almost playing the tape when we listen to these songs cut at 45.
I knew going in that we'd be doing this at 45 RPM, and so I could cut it hot and not worry about having to watch how much bass I put into the final version, because there's plenty of room on that disc with just 2 or 3 songs on the side to really make it sound the way that I want it to sound. And so there were no hang-ups with that at all. It was just a matter of getting the sound I wanted and starting the lathe, because it had plenty of room to make it fit. It wasn't going to be a problem.
I couldn't be luckier to be, listening to my favorite album, hearing the master tape, having the master tape in my hand, and see the edit between Waiting for the Bus and Jesus Just Left Chicago.
Well, that was one instance I think the only instance on the album where I had to really be watching the timer and watching the tape go over the tape heads, because there was an EQ change between those 2 tracks. And I can't do my usual routine of flipping from one side of the console to the other, because it has to play continuously. And so I just had my eyeball on the tape, and when that instant hit, I just flipped the switch, actually on the EQ controls, not on the console controls overall, and just got that it was a very minor EQ change, but right on time, along with pushing the spread button to make the visible spread, or blank space, if you will, between the tracks.
There's just a certain amount of classic rock albums that have an audiophile sound that you can just crank and you just want to keep turning it up. And this is one of those. This is one of those. You could just crank this thing and it just keeps getting louder, and you can still talk and it's not hurting your ears, and you feel it, the bass, everything. It's not irritating, it's not fatiguing. You can listen loud and you can listen long, and you want to play the air guitar and the drums, and it's just rocking, man.
You know, we've played this thing a few times over in Chad's office at full volume, and it'll rattle your rafters when it comes out. I think you'll like it.
To be able to work on your favorite childhood record, having the master, you know, having Doug Sachs Custom Tube Electronics, and having Matt Lutthans be able to work from the master, and then have your own pressing plant, you know, press it and listen to the results, and it'd be so good. You know, it's very satisfying to hear it sound better than it's ever sounded before.
ZZ Top's Tres Hombres UHQR, now available at acousticsounds.com.
Please like and subscribe for more audiophile content.